presentation. Very good morning, one and all. Like my parents, my students, a teacher, and I want to introduce our new faculty to the school, that is Mrs. Shailaja Madam as academic advisor. It gives me immense pleasure to welcome you all for 10th class orientation session for this academic session 26-27. Seeing you all here today reminds me of beautiful partnership we share. Your presence underlines a common goal, ensuring that our children transition from young students into confident, successful and well-rounded individuals. Here in this, as we are doing our PPT presentation, this year builds strong academic foundations, confidence, responsibility and life skills. Today's our orientation covers the new H.v.s curriculum, assessments, pattern and expectations. My note for this, class 10th is not just another class, it is a bridge between childhood learning and becoming an independent learner. Yes. Now, navigating the new H.v.s class 10th journey is a key thing for this academic session, where it gives us adapting to dynamic changes and future-ready learning. Key focuses for this is conceptual clarity. We'll discuss on conceptual clarity, competency and flexible choices what the board has been offered. Yes, a big updates. There are certain updates for the academic session. That is, first one is 2 board examination. First main exam will be conducted in the mid-February. Then second board examination is conducted in the month of May. Then coming to that, best of 2 attempts will be given. Like children, those are writing 2 board examination, need to go for the marks, like for the best of 2 will be calculated. Wait, full syllabus. Now talking about the syllabus, full syllabus will be covered for examination 1 and examination 2. There is no decrease in the syllabus. All full syllabus they need to prepare for both the board examination. Right, next slide. Yes. Now, big update 2 is the question pattern has been changed. Earlier it was given competency based 20% only, but this year it has been changed to 50% weightage. That means the child has to go with the conceptual learning, competency based question, analyze, understand and apply. Whole theory or pattern of this question paper will be on that basis. Then 50% of weightage marks, that will be competency focused questions, which makes up to total marks. What to expect, that is case based questions. In the pattern of the questions, they will be asking about case based questions, real world and scenario based numerical problems, data interpretation, maps and source based analysis, included with HOTS, that is higher order thinking skill questions, where they need to apply their concepts. Now big update, that is three language formula has been introduced, that is R1, R2 and R3. Whereas the current this 10th class will be not applicable for this 3 language formula. The language what they have opted as a second language, whether it is a Telugu or Hindi, it remains same. There is no change in that. But coming earlier, when other classes have to go for this 3 language formula. Yes. The structure R1, R2 and R3, navigating language, that is at least 2 of the 3 languages studied must be native English languages. Already we have opting that, there is no change in that. Then distinct assessment. Talking about the assessment, even if textbooks are shared, the learning outcomes and assessment pattern for R1 as a first language, R2 as a second language will be evaluated independently with a separate framework. How the things are going regarding these languages will be applicable this year also. Then expanded portfolios. CBSE has widened language options to include regional roads alongside standard choices. Slide 6. When we talk about the specific subjects here, We have mathematics, science and social science. Even IT has been included. Talking about mathematics, the chapters is focused on real world problems, solving financial, statistical, logic and data interpretation rather than repetitive step calculation to the mathematics. Then science, heavy emphasis on experimental, logic, lab-based practical, learning and real-life biology and environmental case studies have been included in the subject. Speaking about social science, integrated discipline structures linking historical civilization, traditions, Indian knowledge system directly with the contemporary climate and economical issues. These chapters have been, why we are showing subject specific means the shift somewhere it has been done some few changes. That's the reason we are showing subjects here. You already know IT has been given as a skill subject for the students. In that included additionally with the subject we have information technology for 50 marks and 50 marks will be the practical examination. Parents have to note this IT what we have included as a skill based subject, it will be upgraded by any other subject where the child fails in the board examination. Suppose the child gets less marks or failed in mathematics, if he passed in IT examination that subject will be upgraded. Only one. Please note this. If a child fails in science, mathematics and social, one subject will be upgraded in this, means taking this IT as a thing. I hope you understood this. Right. Next one. Centralizing skill subjects and credits, mainstreaming vacations, that is skill electives like AI has been introduced and IT already we have introduced that, and computer applications are not longer secondary options, they are core future competences. Now there is a shift in the curriculum for from class 3 to class 10 this academic session. Class 3 people, students have been introduced computational thinking, AI and IT. The children, what the board is expecting from the schools and all, the child should acquire knowledge in IT. Then subject substitution benefit, that is if a student fails to clear a core subject as I said earlier, like math or science, even social also, but passes a skill subject, the skill subject's grades can substitute for the core subject to secure a pass mark, where he will be upgraded in the subject. Next slide. Yes. Now strategy for the success. Now how you are going to give your or make a strategy for the success of this academic session. Understand, don't memorize. First thing is to understand, not to memorize. Focus on why a formula works and how a concept applies in a daily life. That means the subject whatever you are dealing with. Instead of memorizing it, you need to focus on the main concept. Why formula works and how the concept applies to it. Then master NCERT, that is textbook remains the definitive base. Every child should go with the textbook. After teachers do the topic, you need to understand the concept. After going home, need to open the topic what she has done in the classroom. Again you have to read it. For that I said a formula. I think I did not tell you people. 147 is a formula for that. First day what teacher does, fourth day you have to repeat. Same in the seventh day also you have to repeat. So that you will be well acquainted with the concept and the topic. Then consistency is a key to success. I think everybody knows that. If you give your consistency as the same, you can gain the success in the particular things. With internal assessments, projects, practicals and periodic test closely tied to a final grading study performance throughout the term matters as much as a final board examination. What here I mean to refer this is internal marks are 20, external is 80. What that internal will be, you will be having projects, your classwork homework, subject enrichment and portfolios. 20 marks are with you children. You need to get at any cost. That is your own or responsible for this 20 marks. Teacher will assign you something, you have to do and come. Where you will be getting, later on I will be showing you how the assessment process goes on. Okay? Next, yes, the pattern. This slide tells us about the periodic assessments. Everybody knows about this, periodic 1, 2 and 3. We will take best of 2 out of these 3 periodic. 2 will be taken as the best. Coming to the summative assessment, 2 summative assessment will be having for 80 marks. And as I am talking about the internal marks, where we are giving that internal marks for. Classwork and homework carries 5 marks. Projects and portfolios 5 marks. Then subject enrichment 5 marks. Average of written test carries 5 marks. What the average we are taking it as a 2 best. That also carries 5 marks. Most of the parents doesn't know this. कहाँ गया ये 5 मार्क क्यों नहीं मिला हमको ये 5 मार्क दे सकते ना दे सकते ज़रूर देंगे हम. But you need to understand where the child is getting this 5 marks from. Already as I said, classwork and homework, if they are complete on time, they will be getting 5 marks. Projects and portfolios, what they have assigned as a subject, they will be getting that 5 marks if they are on time. Subject enrichment programs will be doing in the classworks, in the classes, for that 5 marks. And average of written test carries 5 marks. That equals to 20 and overall we will be going for 100 marks. Yes. For this, what school is committed for? What commitment we are giving for you to give the best to our students. Safe and inclusive learning environment we are providing for all our students. Activity-based learning, sports, arts and clubs. Sports already we are giving physical activity period. Arts also we are encouraging students in assembly or whenever we are asking them to do as performing themselves. Clubs already we are running with Eco Club and we are thinking to add 2 more clubs to that. Then value based question, that means education has been adopted by the teachers, we are working on it. Excellent teaching and mentoring. We are being, excellent teaching will be done with the teachers and they will be mentoring our students. Academic support will be given from our end. Career guidance will be given to the students whenever they require for +1 and +2. What are they good at, how they have to go with the after 10th board examination, what stream they need to select. We'll give that career guidance also. This all goes for holistic development and for every child. So school motto is every child can learn, grow and succeed. That is our motto. Yes, now this is a big thing. Parents as a learning partners, what we are expecting from you for our children. We take your children as our children, but we are expecting something from you back. What are those? Encourage regular practice, what they are carrying from the school. You need to encourage them for the regular practice. Create a positive learning environment. That is most important thing, what you can give to your own child. How the environmental, at home, what things you are doing in front of a child. Whether you are very supportive or your expectations and demands are more. Motivate children to ask questions. This is a very important thing what we have done in the earlier session also. Motivate your children. We see that in the classrooms when teachers are teaching, they will be not coming up with own doubts or something like that. Whether they are getting fear, whether they think what teacher might be thinking about themselves or other peer group might be thinking. But this is totally wrong. That is a wrong notion they carries in their mind. We all request and you people also request the students that they need to come up with the questions. If they did not understood, raise a hand, ask the question then and there. Or if he is feeling any shy like that, after the period, when teacher sits at staff room or somewhere where he thinks the teacher is free, the child can go to the teacher. Then, monitor homework completion. This is a very, very big task. As a parent, you all need to do it. How you are monitoring your child, whether what the assessment or assignments we are giving to your children, whether they are completing it on time or whether they are submitting to the teacher. This is very important thing as a parent you need to do. So many times we have find that after giving enough time to complete the project or homework or a classwork, children are not ready to give us. I don't know where the problem is lacking behind. Whether it is a problem from their side or from our end or from your end. I am unable to catch that thing. Let it be. Education is not preparation for life, education is life itself. Yes. Conclusion. Change is the end of the results of all true learning. Let's embrace this flexible, application-based curriculum to unlock your true potential. Thank you very much. We are open for questions and your guidance from students, from the parents. You have any doubt? I hope that this short will be not giving you clear idea. Might be you are having number of questions in your mind. You are most welcome to ask questions.
One questions from the children.
So the big update is 2 main examinations. But one thing I wanted to tell from my end, the main examination, first board examination, you need to give the preference, not for the second board examination. That is the first thing they have to go with it. They should not think that और एक भी exam है ना हम तब भी लिख सकते ना, not like that. Not like that. That is only the improvement. They can improve in their particular subject where they are thinking they got less marks.
But there is a delay in results also.
Yes, this time we found that there is a delay. Till now we did not get results. Where so many children have wrote these improvements. Nearly 60 students have written improvements, but none the result has been given from the CBSE board. So my suggestion is that go for main examination, which will be conducted in the mid-February. Yes, any questions from the students? Parents also, please. If you want to speak about Telugu ka nahi hai sir exam. Yes, feel free for that. Only second language, whether it is a Hindi or Telugu. No third language. This year, these children have been exempted for that. Yes. Any questions? No problem. Telugu laina parvaledu. Telugu or Hindi, we welcome all. Students, you can also ask us. No need to worry about or fear about. Don't fear. Yes.
Students, this is the platform where we are giving you to ask about the teachers. You can tell about your parents. You also have trouble, right? Everybody is making you fight in 10th, right? So do you want to tell something? No. You want a Cadbury?
Namaste teacher.
Fast.
పిల్లలు కొందరు స్టాండర్డ్ బేసిక్ అని భయపడుతున్నారు. మరి వాళ్ళకి ఇలా మీరు ఏం చేస్తారని
Mathematics teacher, you want to answer?
Standard and basic, nothing difference is there. Actually, complete NCERT reader they have to learn. Only 20% of the questions will be standard. Before only we told in the class. And since 4 years, standard paper is the basic only.
క్లియర్గా అర్థమైతేనే వాళ్ళు మంచిగా మూవ్ అవుతారు.
Yeah, I told in the class.
బేసిక్ కొందరు స్టాండర్డ్ అయితే కన్ఫ్యూజ్ అయ్యి భయపడతారా?
No. First, they have to be perfect in NCERT reader. Only 20% of the questions will be twisted. Same concept will be there. Concept same. Concept just questions say.
కొంచెం అర్థం కావాలి కదా అంటే అదే మీరు చెప్తారా ఇలా వస్తుందని?
Yes. మేము ఆ క్వశ్చన్స్ కూడా ఇస్తాం. స్టాండర్డ్ ప్యాటర్న్ ఎలా వస్తుంది క్వశ్చన్స్ ఎట్లా ట్విస్ట్ చేస్తారు ఆ క్వశ్చన్స్ కూడా మేము
అంటే ఎంతమంది
స్టూడెంట్స్ నియర్లీ 40 ఉన్నారు మొత్తం 145లో స్టాండర్డ్ 40 స్టూడెంట్స్ స్టాండర్డ్ ఉన్నారు కానీ అగైన్ దే ఆర్ కమింగ్ ఫర్ చేంజింగ్ ద స్టాండర్డ్ టు బేసిక్ వాళ్ళు వచ్చి అడుగుతున్నారు చేంజ్ చేసుకుంటామని మేము వద్దు అంటున్నాము వాళ్ళ మైండ్లో ఏంటంటే వాళ్ళ ఫ్రెండ్స్ బేసిక్ ఉన్నారు బేసిక్ ఓకే
మీ క్వశ్చన్కి క్లారిటీ ఇవ్వాలంటే బేసిక్ స్టాండర్డ్ ఏం పెద్ద డిఫరెన్స్ ఉండదు. ఏం డిఫరెన్స్ ఉండదు. బుక్ ఈజ్ వన్ బట్ ఓన్లీ ద లెవెల్ ఆఫ్ క్వశ్చనింగ్ విల్ బి డిఫరెంట్. అందులో వెయిటేజ్ యాజ్ టీచర్ సెట్ 20% క్వశ్చన్స్ డిఫికల్టీ లెవెల్లో ఇస్తారు. ఇప్పుడు ఏం చేంజ్ చేయమని ఇప్పుడు టర్మ్ ఎగ్జామినేషన్కి చేంజ్ చేస్తాం. ఎస్, ఈ పీరియాడిక్ టెస్ట్కి ఏం చేంజ్ ఉండదమ్మా. ఓన్లీ టర్మ్ అసెస్మెంట్కి మేము చేంజ్ చేసి స్టాండర్డ్ అయితే స్టాండర్డ్ పేపర్, బేసిక్ అయితే బేసిక్ పేపర్ ఇస్తాం. రివిజన్ టెస్ట్ ఆల్సో విల్ బి కండక్టెడ్. క్లాసెస్ కూడా ఒకవేళ పిల్లలు ఎక్కువ ఉంటే దానికి సపరేట్ సెషన్స్ కూడా తీసుకుంటాం టీచర్స్. దట్ వాట్ పోర్షన్ అయినాక డ్యూరింగ్ టర్మ్ ఎగ్జామినేషన్. ఓకే, స్టాండర్డ్ అనేది పిల్లలకు దోస్ ఆర్ గోయింగ్ ఫర్ +1 మ్యాథమెటిక్స్ లైక్ ఎంపీసీ తీసుకునే వాళ్ళకి బెనిఫిట్ ఉంటుంది. రైట్, ఎస్, ఎంపీసీ తీసుకున్న స్ట్రీమ్లోకి వెళ్ళే వాళ్ళకి అది బెనిఫిట్ అవుతుంది. అట్లానే మనం వీళ్ళని కూడా డిగ్రేడ్ చేయలేము, వీళ్ళకి కూడా అది అప్లై అవుతుంది. ఇఫ్ బేసిక్లో ఉండే వాళ్ళ ఎంపీసీ కూడా తీసుకోవచ్చు, అట్లానే ఏం రూల్ లేదు అక్కడ. రైట్, ఎస్, చెప్తాం.
Teacher.
Take the mic. Sargad is a student. He has come as a parent. Here 2 students are there. Yes.
Actually, ma'am, you mentioned AI is going to be added. So basically, I have 2 questions. Does the AI will be having the weightage for the students to either weightage in the results to carry a student to the passing stage, or like does it have a marks at the weightage that will help the
add on to the
yes.
term examinations? Or
And the second question would be like, what would be the actual curriculum in the AI subject?
AI for this session of academic year, AI is not included. Those are in class 3. For them it has been inculcated. So slowly till they come to the 10th board examination, maybe that will be a part of the examination. Okay, you need not worry about it right now. If you are having younger siblings, you worry about them. No need to worry about them. Right. ఏంటి AI? ఎస్, ఐటీ వీళ్ళకి ఎగ్జామినేషన్ ఉంటుందమ్మా. 50% ప్రాక్టికల్, 50% థియరీ బేస్డ్. అండ్ ఐటీ విల్ బి రీప్లేస్డ్. ఇఫ్ ఎనీ సబ్జెక్ట్లో బాబు ఫెయిల్ అయినాడు అనుకోండి, ఎస్, దట్ ఈస్ బేస్డ్ ఆన్ దట్ సబ్జెక్ట్ 1 సబ్జెక్ట్ విల్ బి అప్గ్రేడెడ్, నాట్ 2. ఫైనల్ ఎగ్జామ్లోని. అండ్ 90% అటెండెన్స్ ఇస్ మ్యాండేట్. పేరెంట్స్ ప్లీజ్ నోట్ దిస్. We are facing a lot of a problem with the absent. 90% is mandate for the CBSE board. Every Saturday they will take leave. We don't know why. Every Saturday, the self-declaration will be there. I mean, peer group will be, if his friend is not coming, he has to take a leave. So you ask your children not to bunk the classes. Classes will be going on. If teacher is not teaching anything, she will be doing something in the class. Projects work will be given, assessments will be given. Something will do in the school. But sitting at home, he might be missing all the classroom activities. So it's an humble request from my side, from the school, that parents have to be very strict about this attendance. Otherwise, we'll be not, especially for this term 1, I'll be not allowing students, those are not having till that period 90%. Yeah, students, any questions regarding your subjects, any doubts, you can ask. Your teachers are all here. Girls. Class with daughter.
We are not asking you anything about academic, your personal things that you are stressed out or something. Please ask questions for that.
ఏంటమ్మా తీసుకుంటాం,
After December.
తీసుకుంటాం, డెఫినెట్గా తీసుకుంటాం. డోంట్ వరీ అబౌట్ ఇట్.
What is the passing marks in the final exam? I mean, what is the scoring for pass?
33%.
33.
Yes. Combining both internal and external, 33%. He has to pass. Yes, 20 marks from the school. 27.
97 marks.
Anything else? Uma, ఏమైనా క్వశ్చన్ ఉందా?
Students, I want you all to ask questions. anything to teachers,
The parent after that.
please.
గుడ్ ఆఫ్టర్నూన్ మ్యామ్. మ్యామ్ పీరియాడిక్ టెస్ట్ల టైంలో పిల్లలకి రిటర్న్ వర్క్స్ కొంచెం తగ్గించండి మ్యామ్. ఆ రిటర్న్ వర్క్స్ వల్ల వాళ్ళు నిద్ర లేకుండా చదవాల్సి వస్తుంది. నెక్స్ట్ ఎగ్జామ్కి వాళ్ళకి ఎఫెక్ట్ అవుతుంది.
ఓకే,
కొంచెం డెఫినెట్లీ వేరే క్లాసులు జరుగుతాయి కదా, వాళ్ళు హోంవర్క్స్ ఇచ్చేస్తున్నారు. కొంచెం రిటర్న్ వర్క్స్ మాత్రం తగ్గించండి ఎగ్జామ్స్ టైంలో.
డెఫినెట్లీ.
నా రెగ్యులర్ టైంలో
పాయింట్. టీచర్స్ ప్లీజ్ మేక్ అ నోట్ ఆఫ్ ఇట్.
కొందరు పిల్లలు సీరియస్గా తీసుకొని రాసేసి ఎక్కువ స్ట్రెయిన్ అవుతారు, అందరు కాకుండా.
అంటే వాళ్ళకు టైం ఇస్తాం మేము, అట్లా రేపే ఇవ్వాలని ఏం అట్లా రూల్ ఏం లేదు. ఇనఫ్ టైం విల్ బి గివెన్.
నేను అనేది రోజు ఇవ్వండి, ఎగ్జామ్స్ పీరియాడిక్ టెస్ట్ టైంలో మాత్రం. అంటే టర్మ్ అప్పుడు ఇవ్వరు కదా,
అవును.
ఇప్పుడు పీరియడ్స్ అవుతాయి కాబట్టి టీచర్స్ ఇచ్చేస్తారు. వాళ్ళ ఎగ్జామ్ అయిపోయిందనో నెక్స్ట్ ఎగ్జామ్ ఉందనో కొంచెం అది దృష్టిలో పెట్టుకొని చెప్తే బాగుంది.
ఎస్, విల్ టేక్ దట్, విల్ మినిమైజ్ ద హ్యాండ్ రిటన్ వర్క్. రైట్. యా, షైన్. Family teacher, give to Shankar.
So ma'am, so a lot of changes are there in the curriculum and then the entire academy for this particular year,
Yes.
right? So I see two things. We should call this as a blessing in disguise. One point you have already mentioned that there's an improvement is there, right? But you also mentioned that we should not look for the improvement exams, but
right.
our goal is to look at the first set of examination,
Right, right.
So this is something which, because I'm parent from the previous batch, okay, the session which is already
Yes.
on. The point what I'm trying to tell is that let's not look for the second examination at
Yes.
all.
At all.
Because
That's
this is something which goes as a seed to the child that हाँ चलो सितंबर मई के बाद में सितंबर है ना, that attitude will come automatically. So I always request you that don't allow parents to go for the improvement.
Yes.
Let them focus on that.
That's the reason I said I put on my
Exactly.
opinion.
Yes, yes. Your opinion 100% correct.
Right.
The second point is that there is a compensation which is happening with the IT with the other subjects, right?
Yes.
Again, this also goes with the mindset, right? Because हाँ चलो ठीक है मैथमेटिक्स में ठीक ठाक नहीं करे तो फिर IT में we are doing well, so it will get compensated. Again, there also the student is losing the subject.
Okay.
So my request is that encourage all the parents and the students also to score more than 60%, 70%, whatever
Yes,
it is.
sir.
At least
Yes.
even as you said that the passing mark
Yes.
in all the subjects,
Yes.
rather than having a mindset of the
Yes, definitely. Not to
compensation.
put as a mindset, but I have to notify the parents that what
Very
changes
true,
has
very
been
true, very true.
brought into the curriculum and system.
Right.
That's the reason I said that one.
Yeah, and also as I mentioned earlier in the previous session, ma'am,
Right.
I encourage to have a separate sessions for the students and separate sessions for the parents.
Parents
only,
also.
because this change is not so easy to understand because
Yes.
it's a lot of work which is got added to the teachers also,
That's it.
right? So the load has to be balanced.
Right.
Sir, I request you to take voluntary shift to
Definitely.
inspire the parents to come for the meeting. That I need it to you. Because see, we have called and we hardly 60%.
True.
So we need their cooperation.
Ma'am, that's the reason behalf of the parents you may take this, okay? And this is what I have noticed also, discipline. I'm not sure when the second session was supposed to start, 11:30, and then I keep seeing that the parents are coming at 12, 12:10. Okay, by then.
That is what
the
a big thing we are
crux-
facing.
Exactly.
Shankar sir.
The crux is
That
lost.
change has to come from the parent. We'll scold always children those who come late to the class and all that.
And-
When it's not starting from home,
So that's the reason I said that we need to definitely have a counseling session for the parents.
Definitely
and,
will have one.
I suggest that you offer them a one-on-one session because all the parents may not open up in the forums.
Yes.
Right? Some may not be comfortable in English, some may not be comfortable. They are comfortable in their regional languages,
Right.
where the message can be passed on properly.
definitely. Definitely.
And I'm sorry, guys, students. I'm telling you as a guys. The previous batch, the students have asked at least some 10 to 12 questions.
And that is what I'm telling you. Please ask questions.
No, they will also ask. They need some.
And please,
Yeah.
yeah, and
Started.
guys,
Started with Akin.
Wow.
Ma'am, we have told that we have IT as a skill subject to score. We have 50 internal marks So I would like to question
Not internal marks, 50, practical marks.
practical marks. So we have only 2 periods for IT. Sir is trying his best to explain us and is giving us computers to have more knowledge. So I request you to keep more classes as we have 7th period as a free period.
Okay, once we complete our syllabus, then we hand over to him. Okay?
Yes, ma'am.
Right. Definitely. It's a part-time job. Doing a part-time job, we cannot allocate to more periods. But we'll see in future.
See, IT is a substitute what you are learning here. So we can't give more time now because the core subjects are very much needed. I know your score can add there, but that score is very little and that too for only one subject.
Ma'am, and one more. Ma'am, every subject we have lessons. So mainly social we have lot of lessons and it is short. Book is short but it's very lengthy to understand.
Yes.
So our social teacher have keep on taking us to smart class to understand shortly and fastly. So I request science teacher also after every lesson, not mandatory if something is tough, to like a recap.
Science teacher can answer to his
Very good teachers will definitely consider.
Science teacher?
We are going to have one more smart board class.
Actually, now our smart board is here. That's not in connection. That's why we are not. Definitely, we are taking for each and every lesson for clearing your
End of
doubts
the
and
lesson,
concepts.
we'll definitely have it.
Definitely,
Good
last week
suggestion.
also we have gone.
Kavita tomorrow is going to get a candle.
Yes. 5-star you told me.
Girls,
Girls. Earlier session was very interactive.
one they asked 4 should stand here. One from there, 4 should be here.
పేరెంట్స్ మీరు తెలుగులో చెప్పాలంటే చెప్పొచ్చమ్మా, నో ప్రాబ్లం. ఇంగ్లీష్లోనే మాట్లాడాలని ఏం మ్యాండేట్ లేదు.
Anything, 3 languages, but not.
మీ డౌట్స్ ఏమైనా ఉంటే ఇక్కడ క్లారిటీ, వేరే వాళ్ళకి కూడా ఆ డౌట్స్ ఉండొచ్చు. మీ క్వశ్చన్ వల్ల వాళ్ళకు కూడా ఆన్సర్ దొరికిపోతుంది.
Class teachers, I want you to motivate your children.
ఎస్. పావని.
Parents, many of the children from the last this thing have no tension. हमारे को भी है tension, आपको भी है tension, बच्चों को भी है. लेकिन हम कुछ tension ज़्यादा दे रहे बच्चों को. थोड़ा breathing space देना. Give them little space because they are growing. They have their physical, emotional changes in them. So give them little more time. थोड़ा भरोसा रखो. ठीक है? कुछ नहीं तो नहीं, भरोसा रखो, आप करें, लेकिन पीछे मत करो और समझाना है थोड़ा प्यार से.
So washrooms are not that much clean. They don't know where to pee. So that's the thing. And the light is not there in washroom, it seems, for boys.
Lights are there, but they'll be time to time they'll be breaking. Whenever they feel anger on the teacher, no, they'll show their anger in the washrooms. Yes, I know. Otherwise, fans.
But,
that is.
There is no cleanliness, it seems.
Definitely we look into it, but we also face lot of problems.
Yeah.
Because they break the taps,
and
the
taps.
fans, you know, they are hurt.
Yeah.
So these are the problems we also face, and every time to time, we have been working on that and we have been changing. At least monthly, 2 to 3 times we have to fit it.
We are planning
New
to have
taps.
washrooms also. Later on in the coming days, we will be having that.
Fixing cameras.
Scavenger, we are already appointed 2 times to be coming and cleaning the bathrooms. Okay. It has been made, but students are, pass the mic.
I was small doubt. Actually, I was going through this YouTube channels, and there they have said that for 10th class students, we have to go through this last 10 years last year papers. No? So 20% they'll be asking from that only. So I wanted to ask, like, is it
Till last year, if you apply that, it was okay. But this year, don't do that. Because pattern has changed. Analyzing, applying, critical thinking, all this has been included. So you don't find such type of questions there for earlier papers. So total change, there is a shift in the question pattern. So you question Actually, I missed this point in the earlier session also. CBSE has released the model test papers in the CBSE portal. If you go to that, you will be having a number of, all the subjects having number of papers there. At least 100 papers they have been introduced in that. You better go for cbse.nic.in. .nic.in academics unit. If you go there, you will be having that all. Right. I missed that point, Shankar. That, yes, that point I have been missed. Right. Children, yes, some girls were ready to ask questions. You should ask, ma'am.
Okay, I am not telling you questions. You are concerns. You have some concerns, right? You don't have.
Varshini, in each, after each lesson you are referring that? Yes, they have to focus. We don't know from where. Yes. Yes. What we are thinking, the practice questions, what he is giving after the exercise, na, we are thinking to have an open book test. This year we will follow that. Like giving that questions in the classroom after completion of the lesson, as one of the parents suggested to go with a surprise test, that will be the surprise test for them. That extra questions, whatever they are giving in the textbook, will take open book test. Book will be open, content will be open. The child has to go through the content. It will be a reading and coming to the concept and giving the answer there. Right?
Excuse me, ma'am. More clarity. Ma'am, it is nothing but NCERT questions will be there, but simply in the twisted form they will ask. Most of the questions will be based on the competency based and twisted form. So child has to learn the concept clearly. If you know the concept clearly, definitely they will opt the options, correct options. Right, ma'am?
And if you're okay, shall I answer that question?
Yes.
So, as in the PPT, what ma'am has mentioned that this particular year, the entire concept has got changed. So, when we were studying, example, mathematics, trigonometry, right, there was theorems, right? But now the theorems are not there. Okay, it's a competitive based questions are there. Okay, that's the reason ma'am said that there are 100 different question papers which are uploaded into the portal. Okay, ncrt.nic.in. You go through and download all those questions, then you will understand. And that's the reason I keep on encouraging that this one session may not suffice to understand the change. Okay, there has to be regular meetings between the parents and the teachers. Okay, look into the subjects, what exactly the teachers are giving as an homework. Okay, and then check with your kid whether they are following or not, and then you will understand what changes are there in the current. Am I right?
Thank you. Thank you. Yes, anybody else?
लगाएंगे सर,
Definitely, sir.
हम बराबर लगाएंगे.
मैं लास्ट 20 साल से स्कूल में आ रहा हूँ. लास्ट ईयर बच्चा 20 मिनट हो जाएगी. 3 लड़के में 2 लड़के लड़कियाँ पढ़ी.
Right. We'll do more sessions like this. We'll be interacting with the parent one-to-one. Then with the children also, counseling sessions will be taken care this year. We'll do whatever it is possible with us. And you as a partners in this academic session, you people also have a lot of responsibilities to take care of. Please take care of your children. Our children, not your children. Our children. Right.
I have a small video for you, sir. And this is from your behalf to parents. Okay?
First आया तो केसर पिस्ता चलो सेकंड आया तो ब्लैककरंट खाएंगे थर्ड आया तो बने और पास हुआ तो चॉकलेट पास तो होगा पास तो
This is the encouragement we want from you. Okay? Don't stress them, but encourage. Thank you.
I hope you enjoyed that the small video. Don't go home and tell your parents my first आ गया तो black currant ये दूँ. Right? Anyhow, you will be getting.
Test